All right, what up, Put That Nation? Welcome to another segment of the WD and Chatline podcast. This is episode 2 of our 2019 Top 25 Player Countdown. Once again, this your boy CB, and I'm here with Miss Carly. I'm here with Flama and WD. How y'all doing tonight?
Doing good. How you doing?
What's good, everybody? What's good?
Doing great. Let's go.
Okay, and tonight we will continue our top 25 countdown segment. If you guys hadn't checked out our first one, please go check that out. We done number 25 through 21, and tonight we're going to give you guys number 20 through number 16. And number 20 comes in Josh Hill. Okay, I know that may be a surprising name, but we're going to get into depth of why we think he should land here. Josh Hill, he played in all 16 games this year, and he had 25 receptions for 226 yards.
Well, when I look at Josh Hill, I treat Josh Hill as an offensive lineman.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, he hasn't been that reliable as a tight end, but I like him at the line.
I like Josh Hill. He's 6'4", and he's a big guy. And the reason why I put him on the list for me personally was from his game when he played against Indianapolis Colts. He caught the touchdown from Drew Brees, and he helped Drew Brees break that touchdown pass when he beat Payton Manning when Payton Manning had 539. And Josh Hill was the one to catch Drew Brees' 540th to help him beat Peyton Manning. So that's why he made the list for me. And he also started all 16. He played in all 16 games, but he started in 11 of those 16. So that's pretty impressive because not that many people are starting that many games. And so that's why he made it for me. He's big, he's physical, he has height, he has versatility.
Yeah, he's the dark horse of this offense. Has been since 2014.
A few years back when Jimmy was here and Jimmy had left, when Josh Hill first got here, he was supposed to be that next guy. That was our expectations of him, for him to eventually become that number one tight end. Now, it didn't happen like that, but he was able to contribute, as an extra tight end, helping out in the run game. And I know you guys y'all got him over Latavius. I would say yes, because he done more of, I'm not going to say he done more, but he was more of a dark horse that helped out tremendously in the run game. Like I said, his numbers as far as receiving, they wasn't the best, but he's a backup tight end. 226 receiving yards as a backup tight end. That's okay. But his bread and butter was, being that extra tight end at the line blocking.
His blocking is elite.
Most definitely. So we definitely had to show Josh Hill some love on this countdown. Once again, shout out to Josh Hill. Number 19 comes in Trey Hendrickson. He played 13 games this season. He had 4.5 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, 19 total tackles. His bread and butter was, rushing the passer.
I like Trey, and I think we cannot forget. Everybody had a field day this game, but we cannot forget Trey. He had 2 sacks on Deshaun Watson in the Monday night game against the Houston Texans. So that is why he made the list for me. Because when we think about people getting sacks, we don't think about Trey. We think about Cam Jordan and him doing his little sack games, letting us know he got a sack. But Trey, he got 2 sacks for us in the season opener. And granted, we needed that considering how close we came in this game to lose it. So Trey got my vote for that.
In my opinion, at one point, man, I thought he was giving Davenport a run for his money, and that most of that had to do with him, him being injured. I think it was during camp when, he was playing, having a real good camp. But Trey Hendrickson, to have him as, a rotational pass rusher, we couldn't ask for, a better pass rusher. Like these numbers right here, 4.5 sacks, as a backup pass rusher. He's not playing all of the snaps. I think he started 3 games when Davenport was out. Yeah, man, but as far as a rotational pass rusher, these numbers is definitely, I'll take these all day. 4.5 sacks, as a rotational pass rusher. He has been nagging some injuries, as well. But, when he's in that game, he definitely can provide us some depth, as a pass rusher. So shout out to him for coming in at 19. Now, number 18 comes in Mr. David Onyemata. He is not the biggest pass rusher, but he played in 15 games this year. That's basically, I think the Panthers game was the only game. I believe that was the game he set out. So he was basically, available the whole season. He had 3 sacks, 32 total tackles, 11 QB hits. His objective is to be a run stopper, and he played tremendously well at doing that. He's not known for rushing the passer, but he can get back there.
I'll say that he's the dark horse of the defense. I would say that he's the savior to whenever Sheldon Rankins isn't around.
Part of him being healthy, I believe that's what got him that new deal. He signed a 3-year, $27 million deal this past offseason. So shout out to him for that. And I think a lot of that had to do with, him being available, his availability. And along with being a excellent elite run stopper, in my opinion.
And that's pretty crucial for somebody like him. He's 6'4", 300 pounds. That's a big guy, okay? To be as fast as he is, to have 3 sacks, that's incredible because we always look past those things because of Cam Jordan, Davenport, and all these other people that are getting their sacks. But 3 sacks for him is big considering he doesn't play as much as we would like him to play because we know how good he can be. But he has the potential. That's why he signed the big deal. Kudos to him on that. And I'm excited to see what else he brings for us.
He comes in, reliable. When he's combines with, like you say, Sheldon Rankins, he's a force.
We wouldn't have had that run stopping, from him. And if he wouldn't have been healthy, I believe that could have hurt. That definitely would have hurt us. Him and Malcolm Brown held it down.
I love Dave, bro. Dave is one of the nastiest dudes on our team, and I like that element. He's one of the intimidators.
Number 17 comes in Mr. Marcus Davenport. He played in 13 games this season. I will quote, along with, nagging some injuries. He had 6 sacks. He had 31 total tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 16 quarterback hits, and 3 forced fumbles.
That's a bad man.
I love Davenport.
I love Davenport, man.
I would like to see him step up and be that defensive end that we all been looking for because I think he has it in him. We've seen his potential. I'm just looking for him to just come out and bring that out, man. Show us, man. Be that defensive end that we know you can be.
And what we mean by that, for y'all who don't know, just a little rundown on him. In week 2 against the Rams, he recorded a sack against Jared Goff. Even though we lost, Drew Brees hurt his thumb. We don't need to go back to that. But Davenport had a sack in that. Week 5 against the Tampa Bay, he also had a sack in that. He had a sack on Thanksgiving Day with Matt Ryan against the Falcons. He also had a sack that was recovered by Von Bell. So he was doing his thing. And we know when healthy, this guy is elite. He's fast. He's unstoppable. He can get to the quarterback. And he is a force to be reckoned with.
All he does is need to stay healthy.
That's the key. I mean, that's really the only thing. If this guy would have been healthy, I don't believe that Clowney and Griffith would even be in our discussion. They keep out.
Right.
I don't believe those names would be up, in these talks.
He hasn't played the full season, and even with the games he played, he recorded 31 tackles, 6 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles.
And even when he's out there, he's been nagging some type of injury he be playing with. It's always something. I know a few games he was playing with was either a thumb or a foot. I don't forgot which one, but yeah, it's just the health.
When he's healthy, he's a monster. I want to see more of that Davenport.
When we had Alex Okafor, I gave him the nickname the Hammer, but that's exactly who Davenport is. He kills the quarterback.
Shout out to Davenport on 17. We looking forward to you climbing the charts, in 2020, if we have a season. Okay, at number 16 comes in Marcus Williams. He played in 15 games, 55 tackles, 4 interceptions.
Week 1 against the Houston Texans, Marcus Williams intercepted a pass from Deshaun Watson that was intended for DeAndre Hopkins. In Week 4 against the Dallas Cowboys, Williams intercepted a Hail Mary pass from Dak Prescott, and that we won 12-10. In Week 7 against the Chicago Bears, Williams forced a fumble from a rookie running back, David Montgomery, which was recovered by teammate A.J. Klein. Also, in Week 11 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he had a pick six for 55 yards against Winston in the 34-17 win against the Buccaneers. He did his thing. He did what needed to be done by a free safety. We may not like the fact that he isn't a great tackler. He knows that. I'm pretty sure the Who That Nation has reminded him that several times.
I have a love-hate thing with Marcus Williams.
So do I.
I like all of the good things Marcus did, and I could appreciate that. I can't take away his talent and what he brought to the team. He's been an asset. You know, he's been a tremendous asset to the team, and I can't take that away from him.
Hey, man, he got the range. He has the ball skills. He just needs to get that tackling down. That's all he needs to do. With the veteran presence of Malcolm Jenkins, I expect Marcus Williams to do what he needs to do, especially the sense that it's his contract here.
You know, his tackling, it's just been some crucial moments in the game, you know, to where, he's made some, bad tackling. Not even that, just bad forms of tackling, but, when he's on point, the guy can definitely take the ball away. He can learn from Malcolm, cause fear in opposing quarterbacks. Because, in my opinion, I don't think that's there yet, but the potential is definitely there. He had 4 picks, that was pretty good for a free safety. Shout out to Marcus Williams. He's not terrible, but we expect more. We just know the potential this guy has. The potential this guy has when he's on point, get some grit to him. I believe he can be one of the top safeties in the game. This is a contract year, so I'm expecting him to, step it up this year.
But that tackling thing, man, that's a thing of will.
I got them getting it together, man. They all talking about, this is a Super Bowl or bust year, man.
While some of you may argue that Marcus Williams is a little too high up on this list for your liking, some like myself can argue and say that he should be higher. But what's the reason for him not being higher up in the rankings? It's because Marcus Williams has one noticeable flaw, and that's his tackling ability. After the Minnesota Miracle game, Marcus Williams went into an interview and said that if he made a mistake like that regarding his tackling, that he should no longer be playing football. Mind you, Marcus Williams has made that tackling mistake several times before, years after. So should he stick to his word and continue to play football, or should he stop like he said he would? Take a look at the film.
I'm going to take it upon myself to do all that I can to never let that happen again. And, if it happens again, then I shouldn't be playing. But I'm going to take it upon myself to do all that I can to make sure nothing like this happens again to me.
At number 20 comes in Josh Hill. At number 19, Trey Hendrickson. At number 18, David Onyemata. Number 17, Marcus Davenport. And at number 16 comes in Marcus Williams. So Who That Nation, that will wrap up our second segment of picks 20 through 16. I hope you guys like our list so far. Once again, remember to like, subscribe, and follow the page.
Cool list. I like where my man Trey at right now. I think he might climb next season.
All right, well, y'all be on the lookout for our third segment. It will be picks 15 through 11. So y'all just be on the lookout for that. So we hope, once again, we hope y'all enjoy our list thus far, and we will get with y'all next time. This your boy CB, and we out.
Who that?
Who that?
For life.